Cue the scary music, please. The legendary risotto curse struck again. Oh, look, it is All-Star Amar Santana.
All right.
We are back together again to find out why making risotto on Top Chef is so hard and what the secret is to making it right.
It is a kiss of death.
Well, not today. It's
Not today.
This is the Dish with Kish. The biggest question is, why is risotto so hard to make in the Top Chef kitchen?
When you cook a risotto, you have to take the time to stir constantly, right? So get every single grain of brine cooked perfectly.
So maybe the secret of making risotto on Top Chef, and this is for, we're giving hints away. Choose the risotto, and all the little things that you're gonna add into it need to be something already done, or you can do in a short amount of time off to the side, but really devote 90% of your time to just stirring the rice and adding.
Yes, I mean, you also have to have the creativity and the different flavor profile to elevate it to get to the top.
So I wanna challenge you to make a risotto, not only that you can make for Top Chef, but that could win on Top Chef.
I've done it before. I mean, season 13, the finale, I decided to go big or go home. So I did a sea urchin lobster risotto.
Risotto for Tom. Talk about taking risks. They're pretty good for doing that all season, so why not?
If you watch Top Chef, you know risotto is usually like everyone's death dish. This packed a real big seafood, lobster, sea urchin punch.
It was the best risotto we've had on this show in many, many seasons, and I cannot commend you enough.
Probably one of the few chefs that pulled up risotto in a finale. Well, I ended up not winning, but
you did not go home for it.
I did not go
and
home for it because it was
risottos.
delicious.
Yeah. Okay, so show us all your secrets.
I'm gonna do something kind of fun. Just doing a regular risotto, but finishing it up with butter and white chocolate.
And what does the white chocolate do other than
It kind of gives it the sweetness to it. And I always like my food, I always trying to find that balance. So white chocolate risotto, little sea urchin, some butter poached lobster, and then a passion fruit got streaked. So you're gonna have the sweetness, the sour, buttery, all together.
Amazing.
Let's do it.
What I'm seeing is some really classic beginnings of risotto. You have your shallots, obviously your rice, your wine. Bonito flakes and kombu, I assume, are for your broth.
It's for the broth. Look at you. You sound like you've done this before. Yeah. So we have a lobster stock, and we're just gonna infuse the kombu and the bonito flakes.
Kombu, do you want all of it?
Half of it.
I've heard a fun fact. 8 people have been sent home for their risottos. 8 people. That's a lot. That is a lot.
I think new chefs going on the show, they should know, do not make risotto.
I'm like, don't be a hero.
But
just cook good food.
Once again, it's like those the higher the risk, the best
the greater reward. Right, but then you could be going home. You could be going home.
How long does it take to make risotto?
30 minutes.
How much time did you have sitting over there?
45.
Why don't you just make it to order?
Yeah, sure.
Kevin, please pack your knives and go. Now, it was not the worst risotto I've had.
No, it was actually, the flavor was amazing.
What it was really lacking was the sausage and then the uneven cooking of the rice.
Yeah.
When Tom did his walkthrough, he questioned Kevin. He said, well, why are you already cooking it?
So making like a sausage risotto.
So you know there's always been an issue with risotto. Everybody that makes risotto on the show, they fail miserably.
I mean, my dad is Italian, I'm half Italian. Yeah, that's the thing. So I'm gonna make like a little bit looser. So when he's gonna arrive at your session, it's gonna be the right consistency. I appreciate it, thank you.
So a la minute, 100% is the way to actually.
I mean, it's a perfect way to do it. I've been to a restaurant where they have like 20 different pots on the line with different time, and they're just going down the line. You're the risotto, they start making right there. This for that table, this time it's gonna go out here. The best way to do is to go from start to finish, put on the plate and go. That's why when I did it in my finale, I was thinking, okay, I know exactly when to start it, so when I was gonna serve it.
You know when you do the risotto flip?
Yeah. The wave.
And the wave, it's just like you can see the starch and all the little grains kind of embedded in it. It is a beautiful dish when done perfectly. So you had the shallots,
So we got the shallot butter. Now, so we're doing what is called toasting the rice. You want to get the rice coated with the oil. You pretty much searing the rice, kind of like we do with meat. So it absorbs more flavor and take on that stock. Whenever you cook a risotto, you have to season from the very beginning. It's hard to put, flavor on the rice after the rice is cooked.
Right. You want the flavor and the salt to be absorbed into the actual kernel.
From the beginning, yes. And then in the end, you finish it up however you want.
Yep.
So after your rice is toasted, now with the glaze with a good amount of white wine. Good amount of white wine, yeah.
You know, I still have gone to restaurants and I've seen what their risotto looks like. And creamy rice and risotto are two very different things.
Correct.
Very different.
Correct.
A good risotto, you scoop it on the plate, it sits for a split second.
And it goes like this, yeah.
And it is.
Now when you get a risotto and it doesn't move.
Yeah, it is too firm. That's not how it's supposed to be.
That's how it is.
So you want to cook this until it's dry.
Yeah, you want to get rid of all the alcohol, cook everything out.
So when you're stirring your risotto, I was always taught it is a constant, like, vigorous stir, because you also are not only stirring it to move the rice around, but you're also activating and like pulling out the starches.
Yes.
Already you can start to see all of that starch form, and it's getting nice and sticky.
So then towards the end, maybe 2 minutes before it's done, we start adding the cheese, the white chocolate.
The white chocolate
has a nice texture to it, almost like a little nuttiness to it, and also a little sweetness. I always think of white chocolate like butter, in a sense.
Yeah.
Which it
cocoa
is.
butter and sugar, yeah. And then back here it's just sugar, granulated sugar.
So I'm gonna make a little passion fruit streak. So I just had a little bit of sugar, the glaze with vinegar. This is one of my favorite ingredients to use, passion fruit, because it grows kind of everywhere in the Dominican Republic.
Can I do anything to help you?
Yes, can you start a beurre blanc for me?
Yes, I can. But I think we should take a moment to throw back to some Hall of Fame risottos, but also Hall of Shame risottos. And by the time that airs, I'll be done with this beurre blanc.
So it's braised veal, risotto of fava beans and rapini leaves, a little bit of lemon zest, breadcrumb, and Parmesan Reggiano.
I think Antonia's dish is just packed with flavor.
George.
Today I made roasted rabbit loin with a little mustard jus.
For me, the clear-cut winner was the rabbit loin with barley and carrots. Thank you.
Did a risotto that was laced with zucchini and squash. Finish it with tomatoes, fresh basil, ton of Reggiano.
Risotto should not be firm. If you take it out of the bowl and put it on a plate, it should spread. It should just completely spread on a plate.
I have the swordfish as well. It is pan-seared. It is served with an Israeli couscous done in a risotto style with a vanilla bean mustard beurre blanc.
The couscous, it was very kind of gloopy and it was overcooked.
So in Milwaukee, you know, we did get to try some really fantastic restaurants. I feel like T,
coming in,
executive producer extraordinaire, really led the charge on telling us where we should be going to eat.
I did.
The only thing that I was eating was the fried cheese curds.
Yeah.
And cheddar cheese and beer soup. I mean, it was.
You have to.
I have to.
Yeah. Even the pizza place that you guys love.
Oh, the texture was just so good.
Where's the best custard?
All right.
Okay.
I'm still not ready to say.
Yeah,
still not ready to say. I want to be welcomed back to Milwaukee with open arms.
It's almost done. Now I'm going to start, you know, adding all the goodies to it.
You guys really, really did help the industry over there in Milwaukee, because when you guys posted, you posted, Gail posted, everyone flocked. They're still going. It's a Top Chef effect.
Do you find that happens in all the cities over the years, or do you think it's just accelerated the more and more the show became popular?
I think as the show became more popular.
It's because you're in the show now.
Yeah.
Right.
And you have a huge following. You have a huge following.
Don't you have like work to do on season 22?
Yeah.
Getting ready?
So, you know.
I'm ready for that one.
Ready for it? Well, bye, guys.
Thank you, T.
Thank you, T.
Bye.
All right, we're almost going to start plating. I'm just going to get the risotto, just going to finish with some chives.
Okay. It is meant to be al dente.
Al dente, yeah.
You have to have that texture.
That little bite to it. I mean, if we try to do the wave, it's there.
There you go.
Do it. And the sound too is there.
No, we're just proving a point now.
You did great. That's perfect.
Thanks. It's nice.
We got one of my favorite things, which is sea urchin. I got some pickled sea beans, so they're gonna be kind of salty. Chives.
Which one do you want for beauty?
Any of them. That one's good.
You're like, all of them are beautiful. Yeah. Beauty plate!
I'm coming!
Beauty girl!
Beauty.
Thank you. This is stunning.
So here we are. So we have a beautiful white chocolate risotto, passion fruit, poached lobster, pickled sea beans.
Amazing.
And some little bit of sea urchin.
No one will ever fail and mess up and go home on a risotto again if they watch this.
If you do this.
The wine, you can taste it. It's there for me. That is the thing that's like tying this all together and giving me risotto. The rice is cooked perfectly. The sea urchin's playing really, really nicely together. And every now and again, you get that pop of a passion fruit seed.
Yeah, passion fruit seed, yeah.
So good.
Wow.
Yeah, beautiful.
You see, this is inspiring me to come back on Top Chef. This is giving me now the,
Start to finish, in real time right now, this took us 1 hour. And that's with us shooting the shit. It's like, you know, bouncing back and forth. So like, there is no reason why this can't be done in 30 minutes.
If you have 30 minutes.
And you look how many portions you just made. All right, that's how you do risotto.
Thank you.
I'll see you next week when Stephanie Izard and I dive into Top Chef's most anticipated challenge.
Cut. Take 5, people.
All right.
TJ.